Now, I thought Sammy and Andrade would have said tweet all locked up this week. But then Vince Russo showed up, like Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank, cashing in his Money in the Bank to steal it away. There were a flurry of tweets, but this was the one that Becky Lynch quote tweeted. Russo said, "So, pertaining to Bailey, bro, as a TV critic, bro, I made the statement, bro, that if you want to be a TV star, bro, you have to look like a TV star, bro, which means you should probably invest in your wardrobe, bro. Switch it up every week, bro." AKA, and then he tagged Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, Bianca Belair, Charlotte. He continues, "So of course, that gave Mark, the opportunity to question my Christianity. God, who I love very much, with all due respect, some of your beloved children are absolute imbeciles. Somebody had to say it." How very holy of him. All those bros, by the way, I inserted those. Although it wouldn't be very shocking if he wrote the word bro out as much as he says it, but I interjected that. But that's what he tweeted. So it looked like he was complimenting Becky Lynch in that tweet by tagging her and lumping her in as somebody who, changes up her wardrobe and all that. Well, Becky saw this and quote tweeted him, asking him, "This you, Russo?" with a screenshot of something he said last year about Becky and Seth Rollins. At the time, and this might have been last fall, at the time, this is what Russo said. "What are Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch trying to do with their wardrobe? Bro," here. Now this he is saying. "Bro, they're dressing ridiculously. She's wearing her hair ridiculously. They're doing that to pop people in the back. The last time I saw Rollins on Raw, he was the Monday Night Messiah. So I don't know, what was the transition that turned him into Seth the Clown? And Becky was the man. Where is the transition of these characters so drastically changing? They're doing it to pop each other, but we're not in on the joke. That's why the fans were chanting to Rollins, 'You look stupid.' Yeah, bro, you look stupid. They're being 100% serious." Now, he's not wrong on how they were dressing at the time. They did look ridiculous. Becky was wearing these ridiculous things and glasses and whatever, but she was trying to be a heel. I don't think it was very effective. She shouldn't have been a heel to begin with, but she was trying to be a heel. But anyway, she saw that he was lumping her in with those other names, complimenting her wardrobe in that first tweet, and she pointed out his hypocrisy and says, "This is what you just said about me less than a year ago. Now you're complimenting me on the stuff that I'm wearing." But that wasn't even the best part. That wasn't even what won the sad tweet honors for this week. Mustafa Ali saw this. He saw Becky's tweet, and he chimed in on Becky's tweet to let her know one time he suggested I should be a racist cop. "Stop with the hoe behavior, Russo." To which Russo replied, "Bros before hoes." No, I'm kidding. He would have popped me, though, if he would have said that. He had the opening. He could have said it. He would have won me over if he would have said that. I mean, it was right there for the taking. He should have said it, but that would have been the greatest response ever. But Ali also included a screenshot of the idea that Russo pitched. This is what he said. This is real, okay? This is real. This is not made up. This is what Vince Russo pitched for Ali. From what I understand, the guy was a former cop. He was right slap bang in the middle of everything when we wanted to abolish the police department. Remember all that? He was there. Could you imagine if he's the babyface talking about what being a cop meant to him? You have no idea. We go out. Our lives are on the line. We've got to make pinpoint decisions. Yeah, we make some mistakes. Really getting that sympathy and telling that side. But then, when he's wrestling and in the locker room, we see shades of the guy really being a racist. Stuff like that. People are going to talk about that. They're not going to talk about a guy coming in with these monsters, Come on. There's some stuff right there in front of their face. I think he was referring to Retribution when he was talking about him coming in with the monsters. Now, I am all for adding realism to my professional wrestling storylines. I think that's usually a good thing. Diving into the whole police, defund the police thing at the time it was making the news. That would have been very dumb. That is not why people watch WWE. They don't want to be reminded of that stuff as it is happening in real time. They want to switch away from it for a few hours. But he just couldn't help himself, and he had to keep going and say, bro, you know what would be a great idea, bro? If we make him a racist. It's gold, bro. It's gold. That'll get people talking. Yeah, let's take the guy of Indian and Pakistani descent who gets a shit ton of vile racist abuse online every single day, and let's turn him into an on-screen racist cop. The same guy who was a former cop because he thought he could make a difference and change the way they were doing certain things. We'll have him play a character that just reaffirms all the horrible things people are saying about cops. What a great idea, bro. Fucking idiot. Russo saw this, he responded. Can you please send me that audio? I would love to hear it. If I said it, then it exists, right? Indeed it does. So glad you asked. Ali just so happened to have the receipts handy. He replied back with the clip in question. He said, audio and video, ho. Russo then decided to double down on his stupidity. I don't think he was expecting Ali to have that clip handy. He responded and said, so glad that Ali brought up the racist cop angle that I pitched. I asked him to send the clip because I can't remember everything I say, being that I do 10 to 12 shows a week. What a great controversial angle. So topical right now. Would 100% get him over as a heel. He continued to twist himself into knots by bringing up the new Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix. He said the #1 show on Netflix right now is the Dahmer series. What's a huge part of that story? The notion that the cops involved were racists. However, we can never go there with a character in the wrestling business. 5-star matches are more important. Absolutely clueless. The Dahmer series is #1 on Netflix because the guy was a cannibalistic serial killer. Not because the cops may or may not have been racist. Once I saw the back and forth, there was no doubt about who was getting said tweet honors this week. Vince Russo, I bestow the honor upon thee.